Happy hump day. How are you? How are you doing? How's your work week? Is it going swell? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you playing as hard as you were? We are halfway through the week. That's why we call it hump day. We are more than halfway through the day. It is almost 3 o'clock. So, depending on what time you start work, you have about what? 2 hours, maybe three. And what are you doing today? What are you doing to reduce your stress, to combat your stressors, to add play into your life, fun, play, joy? What are you doing? I know you are working hard, right? We work very hard, but what are you doing to play as hard as you work? It is so very important that we play as hard as we work. Today is my entrepreneur community of practice. So later we are going to do a laughter yoga session and then do some top golf or play top golf for about an hour or two. And then I probably go out tonight. It is a friend's birthday. So probably go out with them for an hour or two and be back in the house. Already today, I started my day off well, or at least midday. I had a couple appointments this morning, and then midway, I was able to go for a nice nature walk. And then I went to a weightlifting class. I started lifting weights to help turn some of this fat into muscle. And so I went to a weightlifting class, and then I feel like I did something else before getting to this point. Oh, yes, I had a couple of more. Oh, I had a laughter yoga session today. That is always fun. I really love when people book laughter yoga sessions with me. But this time it wasn't just one person. It was a group of people. So they booked a laughter yoga session. It was so much fun just to kind of sit down and laugh with people. And I thought, I have so much to do in the next hour. So let me go ahead and get this video out the way before I shower, get dressed, and head off to my community of practice. I wanted to make sure that I came on today and did our wellness work break. And so I am here, and we are going to make this one a quick one today. I just wanted to make sure that I am giving the tools, tips, tricks, and techniques that we need to manage our stress. Living is a shared experience. So it doesn't matter how happy I am or how much internal peace and joy and love and happiness I have if, everyone else is miserable. Ain't no fun if my friends or everyone else can't have none, right? And so I want to share the peace, love, joy, happiness, kindness. I go out of my way to insert kindness, play, joy, fun into any given environment or context that I'm in. And so I want you to do the same. It is the best way to increase and improve the overall quality of your life, and you'll be happy you did. So go out of your way, make sure that you practice in stress management, that you're adding a play, fun, and joy, that you're bringing it, play, fun, joy, laughter to all the things that you're obligated to do, in addition to balancing them with things you want to do. We're not just going to spend all our time doing what we want to do. What we got to do or must do or ought to do. We're going to also balance that with things we want to do. And so I am going to go ahead and get started because I like to do these within 15 minutes to give you your time back. I don't know if you're on lunch or if this is a 15-minute break. But what I do know is, depending on the type of lunch that you had today, you are probably in a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock slump. You got a little itis going on. So what we're going to do is take this opportunity to kind of stress out all of the sleepies, right? So welcome, work-life warriors. Welcome to Wellness Work Break. I am Ebony Davenport, and I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fun management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that we're happier, healthier, and well-balanced. I use over 75 tips, tools, tricks, and techniques to manage stress. But today we're going to talk about the king of stress management, which is deep breathing. So when we are stressed out, our breathing is the first thing impacted. Our breathing rhythm changes under distress, right? And we don't even think about that. First of all, many of us are not even in tune with how we're breathing. We do not know if we are breathing deep into our diaphragm or if we are practicing chest or thoracic breathing. We do not know if we have shallow breathing, irregular breathing, rapid breathing, robust breathing, right? We're not necessarily in tune with how we're breathing, although breathing is our life force, right? It's not something that we think about until something impacts our breathing habit, right? And even then, depending on exactly what it is, if it's just stress and it's normalized stress, it's chronic stress, then you don't even realize that your breathing rhythm has changed. In this society, we're taught to stand up straight, suck it in, put your shoulders back, and that impacts our breathing, right? We don't even realize that we're not breathing correctly. When I first started learning about stress management and I learned about deep breathing, I did not realize that I was practicing chest or thoracic breathing. I was not getting the air deep into my diaphragm, which means my body could not move the gases to and from my body. It couldn't balance. It couldn't give me the energy that I need, and it couldn't function properly, right? Because I wasn't taking in as much oxygen as I need for my body to be properly oxygenated. And a lot of us don't even realize that we're doing that, right? And for me, one of the biggest things that helped me to focus on my breathing, or to realize that maybe my breathing pattern changed under distress was that I worked in corporate America, just like most people, before I started my own business. And one of the managers, she was an inexperienced first time manager, and she did not have the skills to lead the team. She was effective technically, as far as like, because it was a shipping company. So as far as the technology, she was great in, but as far as the people management, she wasn't that great in. And we would lose so many teammates every month. We were losing at least 4 or 5. We would get 2 and 3 new ones each month. It was just such high turnover, and it was to the point where all of us were trauma bonding over this manager. We were trauma bonding, like when she would do something to one of them or someone else, we would kind of gather and talk about her, and it just went on and on until I decided, like, this is too much. For me, it got so bad where she would open her doors and I would go into panic attack, anxiety attack. So this was my first time realizing that my breathing habits were impacted by stress. And so I would go into an anxiety attack or panic attack, and I would have to go to the bathroom stall. Yes, the dirty bathroom stall, sit on the toilet, ground myself, get myself together, inhale. And sometimes that would not work. I would have to go outside, walk around a little bit to kind of ground myself, get some fresh air, some vitamin D, and that will kind of help center myself. And so that's when I realized that was the first indication that my breathing habits were changing when I was stressed out, because it went already. I was practicing chest or thoracic breathing, which comes with irregular, shallow breathing, right? So already, if you're doing irregular, shallow breathing, it can turn into hyperventilation, which is exactly what mine did, right? I wasn't taking in enough oxygen. It wasn't going into my diaphragm. And so when I was stressed out or when I was surprised, I would go into a panic and anxiety attack and would have to remove myself from the situation. And so what I started to do is research techniques to figure out how I can, in the moment, ground myself without having to leave the room, because she started to follow me and it wasn't a safe space anymore. So it was like, how can I practice a technique in the moment at my desk or in front of her while we're having a discussion or whatever's going on, and the person doesn't even know it's happening. So I started to learn deep breathing techniques, and it has been a game changer for me, like a game changer, because we don't realize how impactful stress is on our mind, body, and spirit, really. What more can you say? Like, how many times have you been in high energy and then something stressful happens and then it kind of zaps your energy, right? And so we don't really think about these things, right? And we definitely don't think about how it impacts our breathing, but our breathing is our life force. And so we have to be more intentional about practicing deep breathing in our most stressful moments, starting grounding ourselves in the morning with some deep breathing techniques, during stressful moments, practicing deep breathing, and before you go to bed, checking in with your breath work to release any energy or any anxiety that you have collected throughout the day. So what we're going to do is just probably about 3 small deep breathing exercises, and then I am going to let you go. So first thing I want you to do is kind of sit straight up, and I want you to plant your feet. We're just going to check in and make sure that we're breathing deep into our diaphragm. I want you to inhale in through your nose. I want you to feel the oxygen travel in your nostrils, down in your throat, all the way down through your chest into your belly. I want you to pause for a second and then check in. Just check in with your breathing, check in with yourself, and then I want you to follow the air back up through your diaphragm, through your chest, through your throat, and out through your mouth. So we're inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouths. And we're just going to take a couple of natural deep breaths just to kind of see if we're breathing with our chest or our shoulders, throat, or if we're pushing the air down into our diaphragm, okay? All right, so just sit up straight, plant your feet, and then we're just gonna breathe regularly. So if you're breathing down in your diaphragm, you should not see your shoulders move as much. This is what chest breathing looks like. See how my chest is moving. The trick is you want your belly to expand more than your shoulders, right? So you want your belly to expand out more than your shoulders rise. So good job. Natural breathing. Please share with me in the chat. In the comments. How is your breathing? Is it robust? Is it shallow? Are you practicing belly breathing, diaphragmic breathing, which are one and the same? Or are you practicing throat or thoracic breathing, which are one and the same, which means that you're concentrating your breathing in your chest and your nose or your throat? Or are you pushing the air deep down to your belly where we really need it to be? The next one we're going to do is 3 side breaths. What we're going to do is inhale in through our nose. We're going to push the air all the way deep into our belly. We're going to pause for a second, and then we're going to let the air out with a deep sigh, okay? We're going to do 3 of these. Ready? Go. Last one, make it a big one. Good job. Natural breathing. The last one we're going to do today is some straw breathing. We're going to do 5 of these. I want you to inhale in through your nose. I want you to push the air down deep into your belly. Pause for a second. And when you exhale, I want you to push the air out through your perched lips as if you're drinking through a straw. We're going to do 5 of these. Are you ready? Sit straight up, plant your feet. Ready? Inhale. 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 This is the last one. Make it a big one. Inhale through your nostrils. Good job. Natural breathing. Please share with me in the comments, how do you feel after practicing 3 small deep breathing exercises? Deep breathing is the king of stress management. It is something, a tool that we could use at any given moment, and people do not even have to know we're practicing. It is one of my favorite techniques because you can increase your mood, you can ground yourself, you can give yourself energy you can relax yourself just by focusing on your breathing, by practicing normalizing or speeding up your breaths. It's so many benefits to deep breathing that it is one of the quickest techniques that you could use anytime you're feeling stressed out or experiencing chronic stresses. So I hope this helps work life warriors. Make sure you go out there and play today. Make sure that you play in your way, right? Whatever brings you fun, peace, joy, happiness, play in your way. It doesn't matter if you play like you used to do as a kid. It's very important that you play. We are neotenous, which means forever juvenile, which means that we're built to benefit the play and to benefit from play until we die, right? And into old age, right? We don't grow old because we stop playing, or we don't age because we're, listen, I'm messing this quote up. Basically, what it's saying is we age because we stop playing, right? And we need to make it a priority to make sure that we're incorporating play into our life. Play is a biological need: food, sleep, sex, water, and then play. Or food, water, sleep, sex, play. Those four biological needs. And it is how the world was created, through play, right? Children learn first through play. But many of the inventions that are staples now came from someone just tinkering, playing around, trying to solve a problem. So it's in our best interest to play. Go out there and play the stress away. It is your responsibility to add all the fun, joy, peace, playfulness into your schedule, into your life. It is not negotiable, right? It's not optional. There is not one day we don't go without stress. So it is not one day that we should not be managing our stresses, right? So go out there, manage your stress, play the stress away, enjoy yourself, play as hard as you work, and you will be happy that you did. I am always around for tomorrow. I'm always on the inner street. So tomorrow will be Thursday's tackle topic. Please look out for that. I would love to know what you think about our topic of the day. Fridays are fun, funny Fridays. We do laughter yoga, where we just kind of play and laugh the stress away. On Saturdays, it's Saturday Play. This Saturday is my stress management fun shop, and it is sold out. And so I'll be doing that with a community of practice. And then also, I think I am going to a festival on Saturday as well. On Sundays, I do laughter yoga in the park. It is at Shelly Lake at 8:30 a.m. So if you are looking for a laughter tribe, come join the Soul Laugh Tribe. It is a community of practice where we do screen therapy, deep breathing, stretching, laughter yoga. We kind of play a little bit. That's 25 minutes. And then we walk around Shelly Lake. Every other weekend, we go and get brunch. So if you are interested, please, the tickets are on Eventbrite, but you can also just show up at Shelly Lake every Sunday at 8:30. It's at the Fish and Pier seating area, and we'll be there. We get started around 8:30, 8:45. And so that is always available for you. And I do a book review on Sundays too. On Mondays, I give a new stress management tip, tool, trick, and technique to help you manage stress. I am always around if you need any lifestyle consulting. If you are trying to figure out what your stresses are, you want to track yourself, you can contact me, and then we will pick which tips, tools, tricks, and techniques that you can implement in your already busy schedule. And then I'll offer you a community of practice or a community of support to make sure you stay focused. So you can contact me for stress management, lifestyle consulting. If you're also looking for a fun, playful scenario to manage your stress, I have stress management fun shops every third Saturday of the month that are open to the public. And it is 25 minutes of a stress discussion where we talk about our stresses, and then we spend the next hour and a half just playing, laughing, dancing, joking, enjoying ourselves, just playing the stress away. And again, that's every third Saturday of the month. The one that is this Saturday is sold out. So the next one is August the 17th. You can check out Eventbrite for that. And as always, Work Life Warrior, it is my pleasure to come up here and give the tips, tools, tricks, and techniques that you need to manage stress. Living is a shared experience. Just because I'm enjoying my experience and I add play, fun, and joy, it doesn't mean that all of us have the solutions that we need to bring our best selves to any given scenario, environment, situation. And so I want to be a part of the solution and not part of the problem, and make sure that I am creating an avenue or a community where you can come, feel seen, heard, respected, and cherish, a place where you could practice wellness and stress management and have the support that you need. So thank you so much, Work Life Warriors. I want to go ahead and give you your time back. Thank you so much for doing some deep breathing with me, practicing deep breathing and managing your stresses. And I will see you tomorrow for Thursday's tackle topic. Enjoy your day.